welcome. My name is Conor, and I've been a software developer for roughly 5 to 6 years, primarily specialising in web applications. So, today, what I'm going to show you is how to make your API calls faster in 2022. Slow API calls is super frustrating, it creates a negative developer experience, and if you're doing web scraping, if you're doing any sort of scalable web application, it's just not an ideal solution whenever the requests are taking so much time as it just slows down everything. So I'm going to show how you can go and improve this by about 4 to 5 times. So just to quickly show you, you'll see this is the before. We've got a request that takes 5.5 seconds, and then what we have is the exact same request. If I show you here, taking roughly about 0.82 seconds. So that's what I'm going to run through today, how we actually do that. So to take you back, we are running a simple program here, and this program makes an API call to the Google Books API, and it passes in a list of ISBNs. So you can simply pass in your ISBN, and it will return back a response that will include the title, the name of the book, etc. So you can see that this is quite a good example to use. This particular example is using a sequential approach. So what that means is it's processing one task, and then once it's finished, it's then going on to the next. Once it's finished, then it's going on to the next. And that's how this get request is happening. So we have a get book details. So this is us just iterating through the ISBN. We have a get book details function, and what that does is that is where our get request is made, and that's using the Python requests library. So it's very simple. We've got the get request session, and then we raise the status, we catch an exception, and we return back the remaining items, and then we just catch the exception. I've also specified the timeout here so we can actually see exactly how long it's going to take. So once that's done, let's run this sequential approach. We got, let me see, we've got boom, 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 and there we have it. We have our 5.5 second result, right? So if we want to improve this, a great approach is using concurrent programming, asynchronous programming. So once you hear the word concurrent, I want you to think simultaneously processing tasks at the same time. So rather than having to wait for one task to complete, I can go on to the next task without having to wait. So you can see how this can significantly improve performance. We use a library called async.io, which is a Python library, which is open source, and it allows us to write concurrent code. And it also allows us to use the await async syntax to be able to use the concurrent code. And again, we just parse the response. We run the code. This is exactly how we run using async.io, and we run it, and you can see we get significant performance gains with a result of about 0.82 seconds. Whenever you're using concurrency and concurrent programming, it can look a bit intimidating. Best place to start is just using simple get requests. I hope you found this helpful. I plan to do more of these tips and tricks on this YouTube channel, so I would appreciate if you can subscribe and get notified next time we get another one out. Thanks.